ABCL is trending and showing a decent amount of strength within a longer term bullish trend, up 21.21%. This is Monday, the 21st of July. Yeah, the spike has been fueled, or is fueled. The spike has fueled growing discussions around the possibility of a short squeeze and potential gamma squeeze, as traders speculate that increase in buying pressure could force short sellers and market makers to cover their positions, driving the stock even higher. The $5 mark that they are watching has since been was breached at some point. It's currently has breached already. Intraday high we have there's a 5.82. Yeah, so it's been breached, and also an upper projection now. Um, so beyond the technical setup, some investors are highlighting the company's long-term potential in the biotech sector, noting its robust pipeline, partnerships with major pharmaceutical companies, and solid institutional backing. These factors have led some to view the current move not just as a speculative squeeze, but also an opportunity to build a position in a promising growth story. So, however, sentiment is not isn't universally bullish. Some community members are cautioning against a possible sharp pullbacks, pointing out that short-term rallies driven by squeeze dynamics can reverse quickly, especially if the broader market turns risk off or profit taking accelerates. Yeah, so from based on what we have on this daily chart, the stock is has been printing higher prices since early June, since the 2nd of June, at various points, pulling back to correct somewhat, but the 10-day moving average has just been serving as a primary demand line. Based on the indications we have for its 10 and 21-day moving averages, it seems the short sellers may not have been squeezed that much, but if you look at what has been going on, I think it may be printing a 52-week high. You may want to say that, you may want to disagree that they have been squeezed, but we can validate that by especially on the short term, by looking at the 4 hour chart. We are likely to see that they may have been squeezed. Yeah, we can see they have been squeezed at the 1.54 and 16.17. So in the very short term, they have been well squeezed. It hasn't filtered through sufficiently into the daily chart, because the daily chart, it only records data during the trading session, whereas the 4 hour chart is perpetually trading apart from Saturdays and Sundays. So it will definitely record. This is a validation that they have been squeezed. Yes. Going by what we have here, sideways movement with a bias to the upside is expected to going all the way towards Wednesday the 30th of July. In terms of projections, we have a downward projection here of we have downward projections here all the way down to 3.12, but there should be upper projections. We have $6, we have 5.82 already, so we have $6 here. There might be higher projections. Let's see. Let's see. We don't have any. Okay, we can go back to the daily chart and see what we have. On the daily chart, we have 2.36. It's a downward projection, nothing to the upside. If we don't have any, we can see if we can calculate some. Okay, we take this 5.82 and we subtract 4.81. We have just roughly 1.01, and with that we can add to the projections we have already. So we take ABCL. So I think it's just pretty much straightforward. 1.01 is not going to give us not a difficult calculation, so it's just going to be let's just approximately say 1.618 added to 5.41, the current price. So we have 7.02. So our projections already, we have 5.82, $6, and then we have 7.03, and then we project again 2.618 to add that to 5.41. We have 8.02, 8.03. Okay, so 3.618 added to 5.43. We have 9.05. Yeah, those are the projections we have so far. There may be higher projections, but this is what's going on. Still holding the gains of around 21.21%. Projections 5.82, $6, 7.03, 8.03, 9.05. So see what you make of ABCL. And yeah, the stock has been based on the data we have on the 4 hour chart. Short sellers have been getting squeezed. Have been Yeah, they've been getting squeezed. They may continue to open positions to keep short selling, but it hasn't filtered through here on the daily chart. The data here is indicating that even though they have been squeezed, but they have not been squeezed as much. So it's mostly on the short term that they have been squeezed. So maybe I really can't say the stock hasn't really printed higher prices previous before now. So yeah, much of the short squeeze has just been okay. Well, you can see, yeah, it hasn't. There hasn't. Yeah, this is the daily chart is, yeah, it's not wrong. It's not it's showing what it has. There hasn't they've not there's not been higher prices that short sellers have been shorting the stock from. So it's not really going to reflect that. So it hasn't. It's the stock is coming from lower prices, so it's not really going to reflect very high price pressure momentum, or it's not really going to reflect very high buying pressure as such. So but on the daily chart, it is reflecting it. Yeah, indicating that yes, there have been attempts to sell the stock short, and they've been the short sellers have been squeezed to buy back and all that. So see what you make of ABCL, and thank you very much for watching this video.